Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. So Tory Lanez claims that he shot Megan Thee Stallion because he was drunk. Now, let me tell you something about alcohol if you didn't know. What alcohol does is it lowers your inhibitions, okay? That means that it takes your foot off the brakes of the car that you are driving mentally, okay? Metaphorically. Alcohol does not make you do things that you would never ever do. It's not crack cocaine. I've heard people do some ill stuff on crack cocaine and heroin. Something that they would never do because it makes them sick immediately, not over time. But think about this. Tory Lanez was drunk and he shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. You gotta be, first of all, you gotta be a pretty good shot to shoot somebody in the foot. That's a fact. The thing about it is, just me going through the years, I've been drunk thousands of times. All right. Me going through the years and doing stupid stuff and just having stupid thoughts, saying all kind of whatever. I know that all those things that I've done, I only did them because I wanted to do them and I didn't have the courage to do them. Or I had the self discipline to not do them because I was sober. Okay. So the fact that he went so far as to aim a firearm at somebody that he claims that he cared about. First of all, let's break down the function of a firearm. The main function of a firearm is to destroy whatever it is. You point at it. You combine the subconscious urge, the fantasy, if you will, to have harmed, to destroy something that is a part of Megan Thee Stallion's body. That is something that he wanted to do. She might have said something, or one of her songs might have did this, or he probably read a comment and it just popped a thought like, I want to shoot this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's been wanting to do this, bro, because alcohol just gives you that strength. Okay, it gives you that strength, or in this case, that weakness to be able to do something like that, man. This is look at what this is saying, bro, to the community. This is saying again, we don't care about black women, bro. We're going to over sexualize people. We're gonna over sexualize this younger generation. We're gonna turn this woman into a sex object. We're gonna encourage these people to think how she probably doesn't even think. And then we're going to show another black person, a man at that, harming her. He didn't punch her, he didn't kick her, he shot her, bro. He shot her. He shot her. And you know the worst thing about this is people are gonna see this. People are gonna use this same excuse because Tory Lanez is an influencer. Tory Lanez has the ability to change the world, and to make people do things they wouldn't necessarily do had they not seen him do it or heard him tell them to do it. Now people are gonna use this excuse, blame it on alcohol, and it's gonna be okay. And the worst thing about this is, in some cases, that's a legal defense. I don't know if you know who King Blood is, but he was the leader of the Latin Kings. I think in the 80s and the 90s, right? In New York City. He did the same thing Tory Lanez did. He shot his girlfriend, but the difference is she died. And you know what? That was a legal defense. And he did not get life for that. I think he did like 7 years for that. Nothing. Slap on the wrist. All because he had the power to collect the funds to get a great lawyer, and blamed it on the alcohol, had to take virtually no responsibility. King Blood went, killed his girlfriend while he was drunk with a gun, went to prison, probably built his gang up even more, got even more power, even more respect, even more love, even more money, and got out. He got to read, probably ate good, worked out, got his mind right for the most part. Boy, bro, look, we have to protect these. We have to protect our women, bro, and we have to protect our children from the bro. I wanted to do. I've said a lot of things. I thought a lot of things, but I've never been. There's no amount of alcohol to make me do and to do the things that I've actually thought about doing. No matter how much I wanted them, no matter how low my inhibition was, no matter what it was, I didn't do it. And for you to get that power, that clout, that money, that recognition, that respect, that love, you combine that with a drug as dangerous as alcohol. Like alcohol is a drug. It's a drug. You combine that with that anger, and that's not always what happens because celebrities get drunk and get in fights and they have guns every day. And you know what? I'll even take it a step further. They probably fantasize about the same thing about shooting that person. Like, look at that nine sitting. I already know where it is. I know the combination to the lock. I can see. I can go get it, get busy, blame it on somebody else, stage it, make it look all pretty, and get away with it. But they don't do it though. That's the difference. That's the difference. And the last thing I want to leave you with, bro. If you feel, number one, if you feel like you have an alcohol problem, you definitely should not be around. You should not have firearms. Number one. Number two, if you feel like you cannot socialize with another person without getting drunk, you need to not socialize with that person because only bad things could come of that. Because you're only gonna say things that you're only gonna say and do things you're gonna regret. Okay, I'm gonna give you two more. One time when I was drunk, I had this friend, her, she was beautiful. I wasn't intimidated by her beauty. I just didn't know how to comment her like that. Plus, we were friends. Plus, I heard some rumors about her and all of that. So what did I do? I wasn't even drunk. I probably drank like 3 or 4 beers, but I was like 19, right? Shouldn't have been drinking in the first place. So I go up to her and I was like, hey, I heard some stuff about you. And I told her what I heard. I heard she had an STD. And I was like, was that true? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, you know what? I wouldn't even care if you had an STD. I would still hit it raw, raw. She was like, bro, that sounds like being around you when you drink. And then the other couple people where I had that with, they were like, bro, every time you talk to me, every time you hang out with me, you're drinking. And in the back of my mind is because I don't like you. Because I don't like you, and I really don't have any other choice but to either be all alone and just be lonely and be sad, or I could be inebriated and be talking to you, socializing with you, and just not like you, and everything will be okay. No, everything was not okay because I would be doing things and saying things, and we would be getting into arguments because I didn't like them. If you have to be drunk to be around somebody, do not be around them because things like this probably won't happen, but it's just, I don't even like to use this word because it's probably the most overused word in the last 2 years, but that's toxic. That's highly toxic. If you feel like if you have those friends, and you might not even recognize it, just test it. Just go around these people sober. Go around them sober. Hang out with them. So you know how many people I hung out with when I just didn't have the money or didn't feel like it or it was dry or I just got out of jail and I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I don't want to drink or smoke anymore. And I realized, hey, I don't think I like this person. The only way I could be around this person is if I am inebriated. The only way I could be around this person and socialize with this person and talk to this person have sex with this woman is if I'm sober. As one of my exes, as all of my exes actually. One of them, the only time, the only probably 95% of the time that we had any sexual encounters, I was not sober. If you feel like you have anybody like this in your life, you need to stay away from them. You need to go read some books and go to the library, meet people wherever it is, wherever it is. Go meet somebody that you do not have to be drunk around. Go meet somebody where you know, hey, there is a large possibility that I would never physically harm this person unless I was defending myself. Because if you feel like you, hey, one day I'm gonna I'm gonna initiate. I'm gonna have she's getting real fly at the mouth. She talks really fast. She says things about my mom. She doesn't even know my mom. And she's foul. And one day I'm gonna have to punch this person. One day I'm gonna have to slap this person. One day I'm gonna have to choke this person. One day I'm going to initiate, not even have to. One day it's gonna get so bad where I'm going to initiate a physical altercation. I'm gonna do it. That person's going to inspire me to do it, but it's gonna happen. Just stay away from that person, bro. It's easy. Essentially, it's real easy. There should be, and if it's not, you gotta plant more seeds. You gotta meet more people. This is Tory Lanez, bro. Now I get, I get you don't want to hang out with a whole bunch of yes people and groupies all day, and maybe somebody that's on your level or a little bit above you, somebody that you can relate to. But there's hella other celebrities. There's hella other Instagram models or whatever that might be on your same level. Like, you didn't have to hang out with somebody because think about it, bro. Like I said, you don't just this wasn't their third time meeting, bro. He knew months ago. He knew months ago that there's a possibility that he could do harm to her. Because it's probably not their first fight, bro. He knew months ago that there is a possibility, hey, I'm glad I'm not drunk right now. Because if I was drunk, I would probably shoot you. I'd probably shoot you just in the foot. Won't even kill you, just shoot you in the foot. And he ignored it. I don't know if he thought he had the strength. I don't believe he was drunk. I don't know if he thought he had the strength or he would never have the audacity to shoot somebody that could actually defend themselves against him. Not like he shot some stranger, not like he shot some random groupie or some Instagram chick that only had like 20K, that had no money, that couldn't defend herself, that had no clout, that had no fans, that had no like people around her in high places. Like, bro, I'm not saying that would have been a better alternative, but come on, bro. But no, alcohol didn't make him do it. It made it easier for him to do it. But that's not what alcohol does, bro. Alcohol doesn't pull triggers. Niggas pull triggers. That's how it goes. That's how it is, and that's how it's always gonna be. So, Tory Lanez, take this L. Whatever you were drinking, what were you drinking? And I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna go. No, I'm not gonna say all that because that's too much. But Tory Lanez, whatever you were drinking, let us know what you were drinking so I can drink that and see if it makes me do the same thing. It's not gonna do that. That's dude, and the funny thing about it is, this dude is 28 years old, a year younger than me, and you're Canadian, bro. I know how Canadians get down. You grew up around all those white people, and white people start smoking cigarettes when they're 9 years old, and they start drinking when they're 12 years old, bro. So you being black, growing up with a whole bunch of white people that's been getting drunk since they were in middle school, you probably started drinking when you were like 13, 14. You feel me? So you knew what you were doing, bro. You knew what you were doing. And the fact that I'm gonna say allegedly, let's just say it's in my opinion, Tory Lanez has been drinking since he was probably like 14, 15. Okay, so if that's the case, bro, Number one, you should know how to handle yourself. Number two, you should know you should not be drinking, bro. Because at that point, over that amount of time, you have brain damage. You have developed some form of personality disorder. You have some kind of illness that comes with long time drinking. And a symptom of that is shooting people in the foot and blaming it on alcohol. That's two symptoms of you having a personality disorder, brain damage, some kind of dependency, something, bro. You got something going on up here, bro. Because alcohol, I'll tell you this, alcohol doesn't make people do that, but brain damage from alcohol will inspire someone to do that. Personality disorder development will inspire someone to do something like that. That's a fact. That's a fact. So maybe you're just mentally ill because of you drinking alcohol for the past 15 years, like a war veteran, bro. So it is what it is, and it's not what it's not, man. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together. Life isn't a breath. Leave your thoughts and comments below, man. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn that notification, hit the noti- hit the notification bell, man. That is what it is. Peace. Happy Friday. Protect the black woman.